we had a good season, good first season. A lot of definitely just like from all the videos that I look back on, definitely have done some learning, and just throughout the course of the year alone. So basically, we got one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. But now this whole thing is a bed, or I guess 2 beds. This was the original bed, and then right next to it, that's just compiled grass. So this right here, this is a dirt mound. But this, where my hand is, this is just grass stacked to the height of this dirt mound. So if you go through this grass that is stacked, make a hole. There's actually some wood chips in there. You can't really see. Let's see. But on the bottom, it's no longer grass. It's soil. So I covered grass with grass, and in return, where my hand is in the middle, this was how big the bed was. Now I've expanded my bed all the way out to here. And I basically have done the same thing around the entire garden for next season. So when I counted these 7 original beds in the videos, now it's kind of like 8, 9, 10, 11 beds that I can now plant into. I haven't been up here in a while. I've had a good amount of rain, sure some wind. Right, and didn't have any deer problems the entire season. And right when I had like snipped everything out, basically, now I start seeing deer footprints. We got this bed is planted with 60 onions. I think that's actually one coming up right there. But that's okay, they're gonna die back and they're gonna overwinter. Let's see what this temperature gauge is coming in at. It was lying on the ground, so I don't think it's accurate right now. It says that it's 58. Let that adjust for a second. Yeah, see, had some hard rains and then it kind of washes like the grass down. I mean, if you just look at that soil right there, I mean, that's just the pure. And all this grass throughout the course of the winter will be eaten by the soil life. Let's see, we have more grass erosion. That's okay, and that's like that's a footprint right there. That's some kind of footprint. I don't know, I can't tell. I think that's the deer that I was talking about. But I've already snipped off these greens many times, and they're coming back again. So, you know, the season's kind of winded down, but I've just kind of been letting the garden rest. But we got still got these Asian greens right here, cold hardy. Some more. A little arugula, a little lettuce. Some more Asian greens. Kind of took a little hit from all this rain, but that's okay. Got another little onion popping out. And this is a whole, so yeah, garlic is popping up too, but that's okay. It's gonna die back and overwinter. So yeah, this is actually this whole row right here, 2, 3, 4, 5 plantings of garlic that are going to overwinter. Yeah, and then already planning for next year. So my idea that I have, hopefully these strawberries are gonna pop in the spring. Just on a little quick side note, one thing, I had these green wave mustard greens, and they were pretty big, and I think some deer came in and ate them, like some end of the season. And look, I don't know how this happened, but look at those roots on that. This fell out somehow. Stick it right back in. Maybe the animal ripped it out or something. Put that right back in there. It's all good now. Reroot, but yeah, these green waves is also cold hardy, and they're coming back. Like you can see they got launched, but now they're coming back already. Maybe get in here after the video and snip some greens and eat them. So for next year, some asparagus gonna come up in the spring, some strawberries hopefully, some more onions over here, the plantings of garlic that I showed. And I mean, just a beautiful time of the year. It's sprinkling right now. It's been raining a few times this week. This is where I'll be cutting with the scythe. So, thinking huge bed of potatoes right here. This whole row, this one, is gonna be corn with like some peas and just like stuff intermixed on the bottom with the corn. And then this is my entrance. Then right here I want to do a different kind of corn, same thing, little intermixing. And then, so we got the potatoes down that whole bed, and then the corn intermixed down this way right here. I'm trying to like build a trellis, like pole right here, pole on the other side, and then maybe like a pole in the middle, and like run strings down it, like 3 strings across. And then this will be where the tomatoes and cucumbers can go. On this back end over here, I want to do possibly like some different like squashes, pumpkins, watermelons, and they will, and like ideally, because this past season they just like took over, you know, everyone said that it would, but it's a learning experience. But I could the idea is to have them kind of come out this way, like put them on the edge there, so that way they won't come in. We'll see. And then the whole rest of the inside of the garden can be for all the greens and whatever else, peppers. Yeah, got a whole bunch of seeds already. Probably gonna need to get more. Just taking this as a nice reference point, because it has been nice to finally look back on the videos that I was able to take, and yeah, it's just nice to be able to see the evolution over time. Oh, so I explained all of that. And then we'll be replanting garlic next year, saving seed from that, and this is going to be every year thing. Food security, feeding people. This is the vision. Taking care of this land, no longer mowing, no longer running a tractor over it. Actually, way in the back there. Don't know if you can see it. Yep, that little black wheel right there. That was the tractor from back in the day that they used to use on this property. And this was a cow farm, a potato farm. I need to learn more history, but the neighbor across the street, her family used to own all of this land, and then they slowly divided it and sold it off. But she owns that side over there. There's like a line in between, but they hope they take care of it together, basically. I'm gonna take over it and put all the grass on here for soil fertility. Lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Give me a moment. Oh. Greenhouse. So. Ooh, I don't quite know where yet. But I would imagine maybe like right there. Yeah, right there. and it will kind of block out the sun that comes. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Wow, look up there. Just but yeah, so a greenhouse for next year, so maybe even for the spring. I'm trying to get one up before it snows. I've learned how to home make one. Basically, it would go somewhere in this area or over there, and that way could extend the season on both ends in the springtime, and possibly could have crops going through the whole year as you grow them up in the beginning of August from seed, like cold hardies like spinach, some carrots, a whole bunch of different greens, and then when it's time, put the greenhouse over it, and then that way you can harvest from those even if it snows. And then before you put the greenhouse on those cold hardy ones, you could have it with summer crops. So yeah, that's just a whole learning experience. Definitely want to incorporate. Seems like the sky's opening up. Let's see if the temperature. Let's see if these temperature adjusted over here. Sun's coming out, so yeah, now it's actually up to 60 on October 31st. So with that being said, even though we've had like 4 to 3 frosts that would inevitably killed off all the summer crops naturally, that's that time that I was speaking about. That could have been the time where the greenhouse could have came in handy. Because I had a tomato plant that had flowers on it that was, about to put on a whole new rack of tomatoes. If it was able to be covered, could have kept on harvesting from it. And I mean, yeah, so now it's 60 degrees, even though it's gotten cold. If those plants were protected during those times, you can keep the season going basically through the entire winter. It's from what I'm learning. So one love to Jim Kovaleski and one love to Elliot Coleman, because they're doing it right. And they've inspired me. So I will take what I've learned and put my own new spin on it, just as they have done, and people throughout the entire course of history have done, just trying new things and seeing what works for you, and not limiting yourself, because nothing is impossible.